Welcome to the Uncomfortably Millennial podcast with your host,
Chelsea,
Amy, and producer Jack.
And I'm here as well.
All right, yeah.
Should we do another version of that in case we hate it later?
No, I feel like it was good.
No, let's move on. The audience
Okay.
will decide.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're
Cast
going to
your
jump
votes.
right into our first segment. If you listened last week, then you would know this, but the segment is comfy or uncomfy. I'm going to give Amy and Chelsea a list of topics that they've never read or heard of, and then they're going to decide whether it makes them comfortable or uncomfortable. Just generally, like the vibes.
The vibes.
Babs.
We're vibe readers.
Oh, wow.
Hate that. All right.
Vibe readers to clear that up.
Vibe readers. Yeah, you did better.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, a little drum roll, guys, if you don't mind. All right.
Those are my thighs.
Starting hard with femininity, diva cups. What do you think?
Ooh.
Uncomfy.
Honestly, super uncomfy. I tried.
You tried the Diva Cup?
I have one upstairs. Yeah. I tried it. I couldn't get it
Pause
to
for
seal.
a break while Amy goes and puts the Diva Cup in.
I don't need it right now, but I tried to do it. I tried to get it. You have to fold it in half and like a freaking taco and then shove it up in there and then hope it pops open like a balloon. And I just couldn't get the seal. So it just wouldn't work. And I can appreciate the intention and I saved it in case post-apocalyptic
Your
world,
child
I'm
someday
bleeding.
needs to use it.
Maybe. Ew. Probably not. But what if tampons stop being available? I don't know. Just in case I need it. But no.
Tampons were invented by men, so. The Diva Cup, I'm pretty sure, was invented by women. Don't fact check me. No one.
Fact check that shit, Jack.
But
Can't trust it, ass.
But it's not for me either. So I relate the Diva Cup to, I tried the Nuva ring.
Oh,
one
yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yep.
And you know how you're supposed to shove it up there and then it pops open. I think that my Nuva ring was probably just sitting in there taco style. I don't know if it ever really popped open. Also, the Nuva ring is this big.
Yeah, that's a large disc.
Is how also. I'm so sorry, Mom and Dad, if you ever listen to this. But what if
Jesus.
you're, doing the nasty, and what if it's just one of those carnival games with the rings? It just comes out on the tip of a dick. What do you do?
That would require a lot of suction power to
You
get.
think?
To,
Well, it's a lot
are
of
you
suction
kidding
power.
me?
It's
that's only
there's a vacuum in there.
It
It's
has to
literally a
pop
vacuum.
properly. If it pops properly, you probably wouldn't have that issue, but they would probably just poke it. If it's still squeezed like hot dog taco style.
Taco style.
Oh, it's not the switch. It's the top button on the weird thing.
God, what do you pour?
There you go. No,
God.
just hit it one time.
No once. Oh man, you
Jesus.
reset it.
Is
Anyways,
anything glowing on it? If it's glowing, it's not.
do you
on.
think if it's taco style, then the dick pops through? Or do you think
No,
if
I
it's
think if it's taco style-
do you think if it's taco style, the dick just goes right past?
I think if it's taco style, it's car accident.
Wait, are we talking about Nuva ring or?
Nuva ring.
We've switched into both sustainable birth control.
Yeah,
both
which-
No, they're
sustainable
so dramatically
menstruation.
different, I feel like. The Nuva ring is shaped like a T-bone steak, right?
No, it's
literally a ring with
it's
a little plastic
ring.
center.
That's why I said, is it one of those carnival games
They
where
both shove in there folded like
it
a taco
comes out and
then
it just
have to
catches
pop.
right and they pull the whole thing out?
I imagine it's some sort of going in and collapsing and then removing.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
that's the cup, technically a little bit, but
Well, I mean, they're both the same thing. Nuva ring is just a collapsible ring that you put up there.
I'm imagining that episode of Scrubs where the janitor has to pull the light bulb out of somebody's ass. You
Oh
remember
my
this?
God, I love Scrubs.
Maybe they go in with something skinny, blow up a balloon behind it and pull it out.
well, that's what she's kind of wondering if penises work that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not mine. Not mine.
All
I
right.
think you'd require so much suction to really pull it out if it's set properly.
Are you talking specifically about Jack or just in general?
That's
it would
disgusting.
require-
No, I wouldn't talk about my brother like that in general. But you know what I have to think about? Sorry, as soon as you said this, I realized. Do you think that's where pussy popping came from? Because you have to get into there, and if it doesn't pop, it doesn't seal, and then you're bleeding everywhere, and then you're like, fuck, So you're like, pussy popping is a good thing.
Well, I think pussy popping was good before, but now there's a medical term.
What does
I
that
imagine
mean?
Pussy bobbing came from the hymen originally, and now we associate it with dancing just to be crazy, I think. But also,
What?
you're,
Explain.
Yeah, please elaborate.
I don't
the
know.
hymen?
Yeah,
like a
hymen.
dance.
taking somebody's virginity seems
Oh,
like
like
popping
pussy
their pussy.
popping. Okay, I could
Yeah.
see that. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like cherry
I
popping.
thought you were literally saying
A
like,
little.
I thought you were saying like
Yes,
the
like cherry popping.
high men. Like,
I thought you were saying like the
Like a
high
high
moon.
men.
yeah, like the men on high. Like, I thought you were saying like
What?
these like very
Like royalty?
Yes, like these like very
The high men.
aristocratical men, and I was like, I
The
don't
men
understand.
of the high round table.
No, that is incorrect. It's not right. Wait, do you want a little fun fact on the Diva Cup?
Give it to us.
Yes.
So the Diva Cup was invented by a woman who had her own vagina, I assume.
Wow.
Leona Chalmers.
Okay.
CH.
Could be interpreted any way you
Yep.
would like.
And it
She's
was
a
invented in
coach.
1937. It was made with latex originally, but it's
Okay.
very similar.
Well,
it hasn't changed much.
A lot of latex allergies out there.
1937.
Yeah.
It's been
Now
around
I'm
that
sure they
long.
make it with whatever they make condoms with, which is
Not latex.
No, it's silicone. It's silicone.
something like that.
Who uses condoms? Am I right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
You
I
are
mean,
right.
you should if you're partner hopping, do it. But if you got yourself locked in with a single partner, go bug wild, baby.
Also in the article, it turns out they also thought she was gross. But that's,
Well,
No.
shocker.
Well,
But
no shocker there.
1937.
All right, wait. So 1937, Amy, you're using 1937 technology
yeah.
to,
I'm not using it. I tried it once,
yeah.
and now I'm saving it for an apocalyptic world.
Good point. You guys both did say uncomfortable.
Yeah,
So you don't have to convince each
yeah,
other on
it's
this
fair.
one.
We
Yeah,
agree.
all right.
And I
It's
think
a
we all know
terribly
I
good
agree.
idea, but
Yeah.
also, if you can get yours to seal, let us know how.
Yeah.
I do support. Like I can't imagine, and as a man, I can't
do
imagine
you
having
support?
a menstrual cycle. So I just anything you guys want to do, I feel like I'm like, please, whatever. Like,
Whatever makes
know
it
what I mean?
better.
Just take care of that, dear
poop,
God.
I poop for a minimum of 45 minutes.
Wow, you
And
should
I'll
talk
set
to a
up
doctor
a whole
about that.
station in there, and I just feel like, who am I to judge how you guys handle whatever the fuck you?
Bro
got going
needs
on?
some
I
fiber.
think we need to go back to you poop for 45
You know, it's like not good for you. You can get a
I-
herniated butthole.
I
right?
am being dramatic.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
And I don't really want to get into my butthole too much, but it's an exit only. You know,
Is it? Yeah, I was gonna say, is it like a gay thing?
somebody might want to get into that
or-
butthole too much. It's
All
just
right,
not the
moving
people.
on.
Okay.
Comfy or uncomfy?
Alright.
Patchwork tattoos. You familiar with this?
Ooh,
Big trend.
Comfy.
Wait, what?
Patchwork tattoos is the new thing going on. It's kind of an old thing, but brought back where everybody just gets a fuckload of tiny,
Like little
unrelated
tattoos.
tattoos.
Yeah.
And they
Oh.
start like wherever. And it's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
I'm
My future
comfy.
sister-in-law has this. I think that could be cute. It just like it kind of depends on the vibes.
Did you say your future sister-in-law has this?
Yeah. My current brother-in-law's fiance,
That's not your sister-in-law.
future sister-in-law. Yeah, because she's gonna be married to my brother-in-law. What is she considered then? They're still in-laws.
I guess you're maybe
What
right.
does
Oh,
that
sorry.
mean?
No, it's fine. That's too complicated.
Fact check. that later.
Let's not get into it.
Okay.
But anyways, it could be cute.
I think it kind of depends. Like, how long does it take you? What are the little images? Like, is this just like your life's artistic work over time and each one means something? Or is it like, are you just getting a bunch of weird little creepy things all over your arm?
I don't think it really matters. People who get tattoos, they don't really get tattoos to impress people.
Some people do.
Some people definitely do.
Some
Chelsea.
people do. That's fair.
No. Okay, I'll say comfy then. Because in general, tattoos are cool. I think, and either you're a cool person getting tattoos or you're fucking not.
Well, it's really funny because I actually read an article the other day that said more people have tattoos than people who don't.
I believe
So
it.
really, you're kind of like the outsider if you don't have tattoos.
I imagine this because a lot of the cultures on Earth just like promote tattoos.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them.
Well,
So-
yeah, they're spiritual, cultural, artistic, emotional. I mean, there's so many
I
reasons.
think, hey, y'all Jewish people, I think, I don't know. You guys aren't allowed to have tattoos, right? Because it's like you have to enter.
We're not
Yeah,
real
so
Jews.
technically you can't get buried in a Jewish cemetery
Okay.
if you have tattoos. That's pretty out of date.
Okay.
What?
That's like not really practiced. And I only know that because I perform with the JCC a lot, like the Jewish Community Center or
Okay.
whatever it
Okay.
is. And I've like made jokes about it and they're all like, no, that's like kind of ancient. Like nobody really gives a fuck. And
I
was
thought
like,
that was a thing. Like you have to leave the world the way you came out or whatever. No tattoos.
How do you
I don't
know
even remember
that?
the reasoning why. But
Do I know something Jewish you don't know?
Girl, I'm not a real Jew. I don't even think we'd be
I
allowed
know
buried in the
something
Jewish
you don't
cemetery.
know.
Yeah.
You come- You know a lot of things I don't know. No, Judaism is like a matriarchy situation. So like it has to come from your mother. Your mom has to be a Jew. So
Yeah,
our dad's the Jew.
for the record,
I
though,
did
that's
know
like
that.
religiously, not like literally. Because
Not
to
like
say
culturally.
to say that we're not even a little Jewish because mom isn't Jewish, when it's like our dad is so fucking Jewish. Like our dad, if our dad was Colombian, we'd be like, we're fucking
he's, like,
half Colombian.
Yeah.
culturally Jew. Like the man loves his bagels and I don't know if he loves
Lox.
lox, but he loves
He
his
does
bagels.
love bagels and lox. He used to just eat
Oh,
capers
that's a good
with a
point.
spoon.
I
and
actually
What's
fucking
the
love
what's the
capers.
fish? Gefilte fish.
yeah.
He likes the
Oh,
gefilte
out of a
fish.
jar, which I thought
You're
was
getting
really
that
weird.
from a movie, but it is they do
It's
eat
fucking
it.
Adam Sandler, bro. She's been watching way too much of
Yeah.
his shit.
I just mean
Okay,
that's why I was like,
Who doesn't like
it's
Adam
from
Sandler?
Rush Hour. It's
That's
not
fair.
Adam Sandler. It's Chris Tucker. Gefilte fish. You know what I mean? He's like, they're like, it's kosher, and he's like, what is it? Anyway, okay.
Wait, who's Chris Tucker? Never mind.
Oh my god.
The guy from Rush Hour, the black guy
Yeah,
from
the
Rush
black
Hour
guy.
with
Oh.
Jackie Chan.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he's good.
I would do an impression of him, but it's incredibly racist. Okay, I agree. I think patchwork tattoos are kind of cool, but the more I see them now, it's becoming less cool because I'm like, oh, now everybody's just like copying each other.
I like a sleeve tattoo. Like, don't get me wrong. I like a fully like.
Well, it eventually
encompass
turns into a
tattoo.
sleeve.
Yeah, I know, but like patchwork is just like all these little ones. Like
Yeah.
a sleeve is like a pretty.
Like a cohesive
Yes,
image.
that's the word.
Well,
I'm
when
looking
people
for.
get a sleeve, usually they connect things.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
As they get tattoos.
But
They're
I
connecting their
did
heart
think
and their minds.
I did think about getting like a patchwork sleeve tattoo that was just like all of the countries I've been to, like the
Oh, that's cool.
the passport stamp.
You could
Wouldn't that
also-
be so
That's
cute?
super
I
cute.
can't wait to look at it and be like, that's not like geographically like,
Shut
like
the
these are all over
fuck
the place.
up,
Why is China right next to Texas or something?
It's just the placement. You think
Oh,
we get
you wouldn't get states though, just countries.
you think we get a passport stamp for Texas?
What if
No,
all of
I
your
just
tra-
in my
Yeah,
head you
yes,
were
that's
like
what it was.
anywhere you've been is what
Yeah.
I was thinking about.
What if all of your traveling just like comes to an end and then you just have this like really
It's
ghetto
just, like,
spread out,
unfinished.
like really patched looking?
That I just have patchwork tattoos.
You should do it, Chelsea. You should do it. We should talk about it on the podcast as you go.
Okay.
Let's go to
Comfy
Italy.
or uncomfy? Travis Kelce potentially proposing at the Super Bowl.
So comfy. Oh,
Oh,
wait,
he's
not at
wearing
the
a
Super Bowl. No, that's
no,
his
but what
moment.
I'm saying specifically, what if that's what happened?
Oh.
He wins the Super Bowl,
Oh.
proposes to Taylor Swift. First of all, if you don't think that elevates his moment, you're insane. Biggest pop star on earth.
I think it would take away from the Super Bowl win, and I feel like he's got to get. He already said I'm gonna get my hardware, but like he's been interviewed about this, and he's like I gotta get my hardware first. Like he wants to show up to the plate as a winner, the way that she's showing up to the plate as a winner before they like do the
I think
thing.
he means literal. He wants to get his ring first.
Yeah, he
But
wants.
if he wins,
that's how I would take
all
that.
I'm saying is that if he wins, he gets his ring, and then he gives her one.
I don't. Yeah, I think like that's his moment for sure. God, I'm gonna be in the minority. I don't get the hype. It's not for me.
Like you don't get the hype of the Super Bowl day or like the whole thing in general.
Oh no, I love Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong. I don't care who's playing. I love the Super Bowl.
That's fair.
I'm American, but but I don't get like the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift hype. Honestly, if they want to date, that's cool, and they should just be fucking left alone. But the whole hype behind them is just crazy.
Specifically, the question at hand though is like, if you were Taylor Swift, would you be comfy or uncomfy with Travis proposing to you at the Super Bowl in that
Oh, okay.
environment? I'm talking on the biggest stage on earth.
Oh,
Okay,
that's a
but
good
she's
perspective.
always on the biggest stage on earth. So
That's
like,
fair. Her whole life
so
is
like
the
she's
biggest stage on
comfy
earth.
there.
Yeah, but she could also be like
comfy,
at home
but
when
I feel
it
like for
happens, or at a
her,
restaurant.
she seems like the kind of girl who's like, let's keep it let's keep it
You think?
us. Yeah, because her whole life is everything. Her whole external presentation is curated because she has to be.
Like she's on stage all the time.
Right. The most honest parts you get about her is like the lyrics in her songs because she gets to write those in private and then present them in a way that she wants to. She gets control some of her like personal narrative. I don't know. I feel like that would be an uncomfy. Not because I'm against it, because I totally support Taylor and Travis and whatever they want to do, but like I could see where she's like, no, like this is his moment. We'll have our moment separate. You know, you don't need to like fight too huge. Like that's I hope the Super Bowl should be the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then Travis and Kelsey can have their private moment.
Travis and Kelsey.
Travis and Kelsey.
Both of them.
Travis and Taylor. Whatever.
I've actually heard a lot of people make that same mistake.
Oh,
Travis and
shit.
Kelce.
I don't know. I just like I feel two different ways about it. Like I don't know Taylor Swift. I don't know Travis Kelce. Like maybe
You don't?
yeah, I know, shocker. But I don't know. Maybe they're just like a publicity thing. If it's real, I cheer you guys on. But like I have a hard time accepting that whole thing. Yeah.
Guys just lost a huge following.
I was going to say,
there.
careful.
Yeah, I
The
know, I
Swifties will
know.
come at you, but
I love.
I love.
Listen, I love a Swiftie. She's right here, but
Oh,
you know, it doesn't mean I have to agree with everything.
it's fair. It also means they don't have to like you.
That's fair. Yeah, and
Follow your
also
podcast.
fair.
Swifties, I love you. Stick around. I mean, I'm
going
not a
comfy.
true Swiftie.
You're going comfy.
Oh.
I'm going uncomfy.
I think that would be a cool moment. I think Taylor Swift wouldn't shy away from the like. Why not have a Cinderella story? Also, she has her private life as well. It's not like it diminishes that. She's already
She
been
has
in
a
the
goddamn
limelight.
Cinderella story on her own. She doesn't
But
need
she doesn't
no
have
man.
the Prince Charming yet, is what I'm saying.
We don't
Bro,
need
she
no
has-
Of course,
man.
she doesn't need a man. Yeah, she could
Wow.
just spend her whole life alone
Yeah.
gathering cats. But what I'm saying,
Travis Kelce's whole net worth is probably buying an avocado to Taylor Swift.
it's so funny that you think he's literally an NFL superstar before this happened.
Yeah.
So that's crazy to be like. He's a millionaire.
She's
Yeah.
a billionaire.
Yeah,
Of
but she's a
course, no one's as
billionaire.
rich as
Yeah, yeah.
Taylor Swift and Drake.
Yeah.
It's like those are the two. But what I'm saying is
Beyonce.
In which way is Drake rich? You know, I'm going.
both,
Hey.
really. Dick only money could buy. But
Wait,
I
it's a deal with
think
the
that'd be
devil
kinda
right
cool.
there.
I think it's a cool move. I think that they're giving the fans what they want in a way that is kind of funny. And I actually just think Travis is like
Okay.
support him. He's cool.
Yeah, he seems like a
Yeah,
good
I've
dude.
seen. I mean, like I said, I don't know these people in person, but I've seen a lot of videos, and he seems like a truly like genuine person.
Oh, I love his podcast with his brother. They're
Yeah.
such good raw dudes, and they just seem like good people.
raw dogging it.
Okay, not like that, but I mean like honest, and like the way that like little topics and comments come up during their podcast is like it makes me think like, dang, these are like people, good dudes who were raised by like you know,
Corn-fed.
good parents, cornbread, you know what I'm saying? Half kidding, but I think it's really funny that the two non-Swifties are like, no, comfy, uncomfy. You guys like fighting about it. Meanwhile, I'm just like, whatever you guys want to do, follow your heart.
Real support.
She's
Real
gonna make
Swiftie.
us friendship bracelets later.
Yes, I will. I got a whole kit.
Okay. Comfy or uncomfy? This one's a little boring, but I'm curious. Included gratuity.
Comfy. Oh, let us know.
Comfy for large parties. Because here's the thing, little tiny parties, I've been to restaurants where it's like you have two people, they include a gratuity, and then you get treated like shit and you barely get your food and like everybody ignores you because they're like, oh, well, they're going to have to pay us anyway. I'm not saying that I don't agree that you should get tipped because I was a server and I totally support it. But like large parties, you never want to get screwed because you're working your ass off to keep them surving.
Yeah, and
I
they
love
can just
that.
be assholes to you for no
You be
reason.
fucking assholes.
No.
6 people or more, bro, were included gratuity, 100%.
Yeah. I 100% have like walked up to a waitress or a waiter when they're serving my family and just given them $20 and been like, I don't know what they're gonna tip you. I'm scared, so here you go,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you're right. Large parties is where it's at.
Like, because that's when it gets too chaotic.
But a lot of places do 8 or more. I would say 6 or more.
100%.
Because like 4, that's 2 couples. 6, that's 3 couples. Now you got like a third one in there. You don't know what that third couple's gonna do.
Yeah. But I've never had a party of 6 that was like coming to just chill. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Exactly.
Like that's like a parent and 4 children. But like otherwise, you got 6 adults in there. They're trying to they're coming to hang. Like
Well, I think yeah, you got 6 adults in there though. Like you have maybe like 1 poor couple, 1 medium off couple, and 1 wealthy couple, right? Or like we're playing.
oh, you just described the 3 of us.
I know.
Here we are.
I'm the only person who makes Chelsea feel like she has money. I feel like.
No, Chelsea doesn't have any money.
Chelsea got a ring
I'm
on her
a-
finger.
Chelsea got that dick walk.
I'm a succubus. That's all. That's all I got.
You bring a different kind of currency to the table.
Dad, I love you.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that what you call Dan?
No, I was gonna say my real dad.
Oh, I definitely thought you were talking about your
Not
fiance.
my
I was like,
daddy.
oh, shit.
Dad, seriously, turn it off.
Hey, daddy. I'm just kidding. Cheers, bitch.
Okay, so now on to Mom Come Get Me. This is a segment where Amy and Chelsea basically present a topic that makes them socially uncomfortable. So uncomfortable in fact that they want their mom to come get them. Who wants to start us off?
Telephone.
Me.
Hit up the ginger.
Me.
I have a feeling I'm about to get called the fuck out.
That's so funny because you are. I promise that not all of my Mom Come Get Me's are gonna be about you, but this one is also about you. Oh, well, it's not about you, but it pertains. Mm-hmm. Okay. People who live their lives by their dogs. Like, I have to get up at this time. The dog is used to going out at this time. I have to be home by this time. The dog has to get fed at this time. This is when they do this. Bitch, I have dogs. They live on my schedule. When I get up, that's when they go out. When I get up, that's when they eat breakfast. When I come home, that's when they go out again. We live in a happy ecosystem. Mm-hmm. I think I will give you this caveat. Some people use their dogs as like a reason to get out of shit. They'll be like, I'm sorry, I can't. I have to go home. My dogs. I can't do that because mine are awesome.
That's totally fair, actually. I do have to say that you actually have dogs. Chris and I have a genetically modified pig and an anxious rat. So our dogs are not dogs at all. They're little needy fucks. But you do have real good dogs. Like, they have bladder control and shit. And like,
Chris and Amy
dogs attitudes.
Air fryer their dog's food every day.
I don't. Chris does that. I will feed it cold. But Christopher does put it in the air fryer.
Yeah, they
fucking warm
cook
it up.
their dog food.
And they get cooked dog food. They're getting like founding farmers and like home cooked shit and whatever the fuck else. Founding farmers,
Listen,
farmer friendly, whatever the fuck.
We feed our dogs what the vet recommended. So like, don't come at me.
No, I'm not. Our dogs are spoiled, weird, not dog
Little
dogs.
Loudoun County bitches.
Little Loudoun bitches. That's what the fuck they are. But I will tell you, because I mean, you all should know this by now. I overshare most of my life, and I am a very big communicator. So I feel like, you don't think I'm an overshare?
No.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I would never use my dogs as an excuse to go home. I would just be like, I want to go home. My husband absolutely would, because he doesn't like to be honest about anything. And he's like, don't tell them, they're going to hurt their feelings. And I'm like, but you think lying to them is better? I'd rather just tell the truth. Hey, I don't want to do that. Or, hey, I'm tired. Or, hey, I...
Save my feelings and lie to me. I don't want to know it's about your dogs.
You mean you do want to know it's about the dogs?
No, I don't. That makes me more mad. If you were just like, my tummy's upset, I'm going to go home. Instead of, Brew needs to eat dinner at 6. That would be better.
Well, that's just because, like I said, our dogs are little
my
bitches.
My tummy hurts. I need to go home. That's fine. Yeah, I totally understand. Brew needs to eat dinner at 6. Brew is a grown-ass man. Dog years, that man is 50. Calm down.
Yeah, that's a math. That's mathin'. Yeah, we're a little extra about our dogs, but I also feel like I could see that being us forever unless we have kids. Like, I don't see us turning down the animalness. I will say Chris is worse than I am. My husband's worse than I am, because we'll be like planning a trip and Chris will be like, but what about the dogs? And I'm like, what do you mean? Get a fucking dog sitter. Like, they're not coming. And he's like, well, we could plan a trip around the dogs. And I'm like, or we could just go on our fucking trip. But
I get both sides of that, because I do like always want to include them. But then I realize, like, I love my dogs, but like, dogs are assholes.
They're dogs.
If you're a dog owner, you know your dog's an asshole. Like,
yeah,
in one way or another, they are never a perfect angel. Like, it's a bitch trying to plan a trip with a dog.
Mm-hmm. Or one's being good, the other one's being bad, and then they rotate.
I feel for my parents on this point, because when I was a child, I used to literally cry until my parents would say, fine, the dogs could come. Yeah.
See?
They'd be like, you're just going to leave them here. You horrible people. Like,
who's the fucking dog bitch now? It's you. I've never cried about leaving my dogs behind.
That was baby me. That was like a little, very tiny me.
Oh,
who
baby
didn't
Chelsea.
understand that the world was unfair.
And then her gender devil soul came out.
and then I turned into a millennial. And I said, sometimes the dogs have to stay at home. Ayo.
I hate to break it to you. You were born a millennial?
Yeah.
That math ain't mathin', girl.
Although I don't know if we had the name for it.
There was no name yet.
Do you have a Mom Can Get Me?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I do.
yeah,
I got many, but I'll start with at least the first one, which is, drum roll, please. While I look it up, because I forgot.
Oh, long drum roll.
Oh, okay. So I got two that I would feel like are kind of like not related, but so when you're super fucked up and all of a sudden you find out that like the friends around you like aren't fucked up at all.
Ooh, I do not like that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Like everybody's sober and you're just like, wait, I thought we were all like whatever.
You're like, I thought we were all fucked up together.
Yeah, like this
and
was
then,
a thing.
And then you realize everyone else is sober and that you're just a little more fucked up.
Not a little more. I'm talking like you're fucked up and everybody else is like, oh, we're just gonna like go to church after this. I'm just kidding. I don't hang out with people who go to
Every
church.
podcast I've ever had. But here we are.
Every podcast you've ever. Oh, yeah, that's fair. She did pour my drink a little heavy because Chelsea was like, "You bitch, I'm not getting fucked up alone."
I do hate that though. Whether it be, like the shrooms, the drinking, like whatever it is, like I really hate to find out that the group I'm with is not like on the same vibe.
Yeah, you're on different levels. It's
Yeah.
weird. And
I
you're
don't like it.
And then you feel awkward immediately. You're like, oh, fuck.
I feel super awkward, but then I like wait a little bit and I'm like, are the drugs gonna hit you?
Oh my God.
Like I'm waiting a little bit, but also if they tricked me and I did more drugs than them and they just like kind of like skimped out, that's not on me. I don't feel bad anymore.
Yeah.
When later I find out and they're like, "Oh no, I just like did a little." You're like, "You did the whole thing."
You're like, fuck you.
I was like, "Go fuck yourself. Go big or go home, bitch."
Not to call us out because I do love a good drink and to have some fun, but isn't it like funny because now the whole shift of like mentality is like how we've created an entire culture around like drinking or whatever that's like toxic and like it's like poison in your body and stuff. So like now it's like even worse because you're gonna run into more and more people who are gonna be like sober, and how toxic of a trait on both sides. Well, mostly probably the fucked up side. It's like I'm gonna get fucked up. People are like, I'm trying to like save my health and my life, and people are like, fuck you, you're sober alone. Like,
oh, this is so funny because I feel the opposite. I feel like this is the time that I've realized like a few of my friends have gotten sober and stuff, and like I'm cool with that. Whatever you can do to make the best of yourself, like that's cool. But I feel like this time that we're in is like the best time to be sober because there's like this almost like this like sober movement.
There is a sober movement, totally.
Yeah, where it's just like kind of talking about like how like songs or things like that, like that we've had our entire childhoods and stuff, have really talked about like how like partying and being drunk or fucked up in whatever way is fun. And now people are talking about being sober and stuff in their songs and stuff. I'm not sober personally, but I have friends who are sober and I support it. Like if that's what's best for you, then.
So if you're the only fucked up one about a bunch of your sober friends, you wouldn't call your mom to come get you.
Ooh,
Or it's more like, I support your life. I just like don't want to party around you. Or
No,
like I'll hang out with you when we're
it's
like.
It's really funny because when I was
sober.
younger and people would be sober and I would be fucked up, like I didn't like that. But now if somebody says I'm sober, that's cool. Like I don't care. Like I think it's more just like announcing it maybe.
It's like it's the approach. If they're like, oh, I'm sober, and then there's like a judgment with it, you're like, okay, fuck you. But if they're just like subtly drinking a club soda with lime and you like don't really talk about it, then it doesn't matter.
I don't know. I have like a friend and she's been sober for a while, but she always hangs out with the party crowd. Like every time I'm around her,
just
like
a friend you don't have to share with.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a little less to go around.
One less head on the bottle.
Oh, I was gonna go a different way, but
that would make sense for you, Chelsea.
Yeah. But you have friends who are sober and they'll still hang around you, and that's really cool. The only thing I would say about being sober in this time is I don't like people who are preachy about it.
Yeah, that tracks.
You can be sober as fuck. I don't give a fuck about whatever you want to do with your time. I still want to hang out with you, but if you're gonna preach being sober to me, I'm sorry, friend, I don't want it.
Right. Like pick your path, not mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
But I would say that about like religion shit too.
Yeah, that's fair. Anything really.
Yeah, just like pick your own. You do you, I'll do me. We can still be friends.
Wandering on our own little journeys.
Yeah. Millennials.
Millennials. It's all comfy and uncomfy. There goes that accent again. I'm gonna shut it down immediately. Okay, so my second mom come get me.
You have two?
I have many, but I'm only going to use two today. But I have to bring this one up because I realized I've been spending a lot of time in the last couple of years thinking about my childhood and like you know, millennials were bred into like self-hate. Like,
Oh, I think we were.
my body, my weight, you know, like, right?
I think that, but I think like a lot in like the last couple of years has been like, think about your childhood, think about where you came from, like a lot of like self-healing.
Like recovery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it feels like you have to go think back and own like, but like the TV at the time for the millennials, especially in like early years, like late 90s, early 2000s was like every talk show host would make a comment about a girl's body or her boobs or her weight or whatever. Like every,
Right, for
it was
sure.
everywhere. And it was like, even on TV shows and stuff. So I feel like it's funny now as we like are healing from all of that body shaming like mentality, now that we're into this like body positivity movement, I'm like thinking back. I used to think that like when I would go on dates and stuff, like boys didn't like me, but the reality is I had IBS. I was in a mood the whole time, and then all I wanted to do was go home because I had to take a shit on a date.
Yeah.
That's my mom come get me. It's like when you have to poop on a date because you don't want to. You're not going to hang out. You're not going to be in a
That's
good
a
mood.
good one.
You're stressed. You're sweating. Maybe you're poop shy in public. Like you're not just going to go hang out in a stall for a few minutes and come back.
Oh my
no.
gosh.
What if you're producer Jack pooping for 45?
The poop sweats are real.
Poop sweats are
it
so real.
You're in there, it's hot. Like you're just like my makeup is sweating. I'm hot. I just
Your
need to
hair gets
poop.
frizzy.
Like, my I'm sweating, so my hair is getting like flat. I'm just in here. My date is out there. I looked like a completely different human being when
Absolutely.
I started this. Oh my gosh.
Right. And they're
yes.
like, why did you take so long to pee? Well, John, I was in
Why
there
did-
for 15 to 20 trying to drop 3 to 5
yeah, why did I take so long to pee? Because I wasn't peeing.
because I was dropping a deuce. Don't
Yeah.
ask me that question. So that's why I feel like I remember days in way back when where, because growing up with IBS and like not knowing how to like navigate it and like recognize it and like being so ashamed of every part of my
Being
body.
like so scared to poop around
So
people.
scared.
Like I literally just
Everybody
say
poops,
it now.
guys.
Yeah, for real. I literally say it now. Like people will be like, "Wow, take a long time in the bathroom." I'll be like, "Yeah, I was pooping."
I just took a shit.
Yeah,
like
I don't care.
Like it's healthy. Have you checked your colon today, motherfucker? Like now it's like a movement of like
Yeah.
body positivity, body movement positivity, like healthy,
Yeah.
balance. You know what I mean? Like so. I feel like there's been many times where I probably gave the I don't like you vibe, mostly just because I was like, I have to take a shit so bad. I want this date to end and I need to go home right now.
Amy actually could have gotten married like 17 times,
So
but
many.
she just escaped to the bathroom all of those times.
So many men, I probably broke their hearts because they were like, she doesn't like me. She just wants to leave.
She's just
Meanwhile, I'm just
escaping
like,
to the
I'm prairie
bathroom.
dogging. So many times, like I bet you I gave the vibe of like, nah, it ain't you. Meanwhile, I'm like, they're cute. I just can't think about you right now. I really have to shit.
Just I really have to shit my pants right now.
I gotta say, I have IBS. I don't think I've ever pooped on a date.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have like?
I've never pooped on a date. I just have had to poop on a
You
date.
leave, yeah.
Are you like a nervous pooper?
No, I'm not. I'm not a very nervous guy. I don't really, to be honest.
Why does it take you so long to poop then? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Don't answer that question. Or do. Too much. He needs more fiber.
Sometimes I think it's 2 poops.
Two
you know,
poops.
I'm pooping for the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes, and in between that, I'm just doing research and basic.
Oh my gosh, have you guys ever
Just
had
doing research.
have you guys ever had to poop and you like poop, right? And then you're like, I don't feel like it's over, but I've been here for a while, and you like wipe and you stand up, and it's like standing up like creates a whole
The
new
gravity.
movement. And then you're just like
100%.
you're just like, oh, I
Well,
guess I do have
we're
to
hitting
poop.
up round
and you
2.
just like sit back down. You're like, all right, here we go again.
Oh my God, so
I
much.
heard something like if your leg, like have your legs ever fallen asleep on the toilet? Does that
Of
happen?
course.
Happens to me
Yes.
all the time, and I think it's like
Apparently it's not
there's-
good for you.
You are supposed to have good posture while you're pooping.
Yeah.
That's why those squatty potties were
Squatty
like legit
potties,
as fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, but I say that's fucking.
Did you guys know you can sell your poop? You can make up
Yes,
to like,
I did know
it's like
that.
$80,000 or $120,000 a year.
No.
Yes,
Yes,
there's a
you
website.
can.
You have to send in a stool. They pay you per stool sample. If you were to, in
Yeah, you
theory,
have to
send
you
a
have
stool
to
sample in
poop
every single
into a
day.
thing.
Yeah, if you were to send in a stool sample every single day for a calendar year, you could make like $100,000 or $80,000, some shit like that. It's on their website.
What are they doing with it?
They're studying
Who
it.
the fuck cares?
They're
What are
studying
you
it
doing
because
with What
the-
are you doing with it?
That's correct. You're flushing it. The brain, the connection of the colon to the brain and like the balance of the bacteria and everything else that's supposed to be in your gut that connects back to brain health. They're studying it as part of like trying to better understand mental health.
I just like don't think it even matters. Like I'm just flushing it down the toilet. You guys want to study it?
Right.
Fine.
That
Take
you
it
do
for
have to be
extra money.
selected though. Like they want
Yeah.
they have to
Yeah.
want to study your poop.
Yeah, but
Did
I
you find
imagine
it?
you'd have to eat strict diets too, but
No, you don't.
No.
They
or
want.
keep a log at least.
I think they want to know like people with like
Keep a
weird
log for the log.
circumstances.
No,
a log, a log.
Log it.
A log.
I like that you think it comes out in logs.
No, I
A
feel
soup
like
log.
I poop like a classic like mafia Uzi. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. What the
Um,
fuck?
It says we're offering stool donors up to $1,500 a month. Up to, I imagine that's the high end.
Depends on
Yeah.
if they really want to study your poop or
It's
not.
for a company called Good Nature Program.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's another one I have flagged too. It's like colon something.
This is my retirement move.
Listen, the best way to get rich these days is having multiple income
It's
streams.
shit.
It just feels like I'm spending so much time pooping anyway. I might
You
as well
might
be-
as
Yeah,
well-
you might as well be
All you
getting
gotta do
paid.
is, yeah, you could just put a little like Tupperware cup in the bottom of the toilet. You could just sit there, drop it in, scoop it into their cup, and
Yeah.
package that bitch out.
I imagine it's a little bit complicated. There's no way it's super easy, but
You have to get selected. You have to submit an application. They have to want to study your poop.
there's no way they're gonna.
Like, you
But
have to have
also, I
choose
feel
an
like
issue.
honestly,
They'd probably pick Dan.
you guys. Well, I was gonna say Dan after you guys,
Use
but
Crohn's, right?
you guys, yeah, use Crohn's. But you guys got the IBS, so
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So we're all fucked. Chelsea, they just don't want your ginger.
they just don't want
What
me.
if you were like, I'm a ginger, and they're like, let's study it.
and they were like, "It's fine.
We heard gingers don't have
We
souls,
need
but they
you
do
as-
have shit.
A diversity hire."
Oh my god.
I have a feeling it's harder to get black people to do this because I can almost guarantee you most black people are sitting here thinking like, no,
nah.
like nah,
So-
I'm not collecting my poop, which
probably
is
smart.
the most rational reaction.
But all the white people just be sitting here going,
Yeah.
"Wait,
1,500 a
so
month?
all I have to do is mail my shit in."
I'm not using it anyway.
I'm in.
Just,
Bro.
yeah, weird relationship with my local FedEx, but
Oh my
Bringing in
Jesus.
shit.
So listen, don't take too much of a whiff on this one. Put it in the back, you know?
all right, let's move on.
Okay.
Now, under our next segment, comfy moment of the week, where Amy and Chelsea decide either a moment that happened throughout their week, or something that happened in the news, or something that even happened or came up on this episode that made them feel comfortable.
Me first?
You have to go
okay.
first.
My comfy moment of the week is Dan's coworker listening to our podcast. This
Oh
is
my
like
God.
a full ass grown man listening to a very feminine podcast. No
We love
offense, Connor.
Or producer Jack.
But
Less
that's
feminine now, I guess.
Yeah.
I'd say it's the same
by
amount.
33.3%.
Yeah, but not a strong amount of less feminine. Anyways, thanks for being there. That's my comfy moment, and like I just felt so good about it.
That's nice. Thanks, Connor.
Okay, my comfy moment is you guys are gonna give me so much shit for this. I was supposed to I had a crazy week at work. I was like literally like it's just been an exhausting week. Lots going on. We also had several evening plans, which I don't normally love to do during the week as much, like maybe one, because I just like feel like I need to turn my brain off because I'm so tired from like the work. Well, we literally had so many plans that finally on Thursday I had another set of plans, and my friend and I have rescheduled. She rescheduled like twice on me once before, and sure enough, I text her in the morning and I'm like, "Listen, I am dead. I really just need to like sit on the couch in my pajamas tonight because I feel like trash. Can we reschedule?" And she was like, "Abso-fucking-lutely. My daughter is sick. This is perfect." And so my comfy moment was on Thursday night. Chris had plans. I got to reschedule my plans, and I love my friend for being so supportive because I just needed to turn my brain off and rest. And sure enough, that's what I got to do. So
Sometimes we just have to rest.
sometimes, yeah, resting is like good. People give so much
It's
crap.
okay.
Yeah, like take a moment, sit in your jammies, watch Ugly Betty from Netflix. Have you seen that, by the way?
I know what Ugly Betty is, America Ferrera,
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, old school Disney Channel. But yeah, no, I haven't watched
Was
it.
that on Disney Channel?
Not Ugly Betty, but America Ferrera.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She
Oh,
was.
I didn't know that.
That's the main person
I didn't know she
in
was
Ugly Betty.
Yes, no, I knew that. I mean, I didn't know she was a Disney star.
So, anyways, I'm better than Amy. Coming back to Jack, what's your comfy moment of the week?
Wait, what was that transition? Jack, you better jump in before I jump out.
Flawless, I
My
think.
comfy moment of the week. Am I allowed to just do an uncomfortable moment of the week?
Yeah, you have to wait for the uncomfortable moment of the week.
Moment of the week.
I'm uncomfortable. with men
Oh.
Okay.
acting like it's gay that Drake has a leak of his dick out.
Ooh.
Because here's the thing, it's not gay. It's like
When you're straight?
it's not gay that you saw his dick. Like it doesn't make Drake gay that you've seen his enormous dick.
And that you keep pulling it up every 5 minutes.
I don't really.
Who, me?
I think that
No.
that might make it gay.
The metaphorical you.
No, it's like I'm just saying like Drake sent that to a woman, I'm sure, and then it got leaked.
You're sure?
Pretty
You're
damn
positive.
Honestly, who cares if he's gay or not? If you feel a little something special and sparkly from looking at Drake's big old dick, then, like, good for you.
It's just classic homophobia of like, I've seen
Yeah.
Drake's dick, he's gay now. And it's like, okay,
like-
it doesn't make him gay that you've seen it.
No,
Wait.
babe, you keep staring at that man's dick, you might be gay. And that's totally
Exactly,
fine.
yeah.
We love a good gay. Like, everybody loves gay. So
Everyone loves a gay.
Everybody's a little gay for Drake. Come on.
yeah,
For
I mean,
Drake?
from when he was in a wheelchair in Degrassi
Wow.
through his current life.
This
you
is
know?
why he was in a wheelchair. He was way
Amy,
down by his
Amy,
enormous
you
cock.
took it to a different level, but yeah, you might be right.
You know what I'm talking about. He got shot on
Yeah.
Degrassi, was paralyzed, put in a wheelchair, started his rap career on Degrassi, and then blew up after that as Drake, formerly known as Degrassi Drake.
Spot on. Don't
That's the
Google
only
it,
reason I
but-
know
yeah,
who Drake is.
don't look it up.
Spend some time with Degrassi. You didn't watch Degrassi?
I watched.
It's a horrible show.
I watched Degrassi.
Yeah, there's no doubt, but I watched all of it.
I think I watched like one episode of Degrassi when I was like sick, and I happened to be at a friend's house, and she was watching Degrassi, and then I was like, "This is fine." So I started watching it, and I think I watched like 5 episodes later, and I never watched more.
What was your like show of choice as a kid?
Hey Arnold, I don't
I
know.
loved Hey Arnold, but that was like it was Hey Arnold and then Degrassi. Hey Arnold,
Yeah.
and then Helga.
Did you guys see someone on Instagram like remade Hey Arnold's like his room where like the couch folds out and stuff, and there's like a
Sky roof thing.
sky roof over like New York kind of thing.
Pretty cool room, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
that's
is a
pretty dope.
badass room for
Did
a
they live in New
child.
York? Was that the
Yeah, they lived in
premise of the story?
Brooklyn or Queens.
Oh, that
I
tracks.
think Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Sure.
tracks.
yeah, I think so.
I feel like I see a crayon scribble Comic-Con sans script coming across my screen that's like Brooklyn.
Comic-Cons.
That's so many
Comic Sans.
things.
Comic Sans, whatever.
Comic Sans.
All of the fucking font.
Are you
okay?
talking about Microsoft Word?
PowerPoint, bitch.
Okay, when you hit us with an outro?
Oh, shit. It has been an absolute fucking pleasure hosting your Uncomfortably Millennial podcast. If we didn't make you at least a little uncomfortable, come back. We'll try again.
We apologize. We'll do it again.
We'll do better next time.
Unless you call your lawyer. We're not here for that.
Yeah, we're not lawyers or scientists or doctors, but we do sometimes play them on TV.
Ooh, I wear scrubs sometimes.
Scrubbing. Bitch, that is a different thing.
Anyways, thanks for joining us. This has been an Uncomfortably Millennial podcast.
All right, bye, everybody.
I'm Chelsea.